Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a very highly requested video. I get this question almost every single day on my live streams is how do you get so popular on here? How do you get fans? How do you get views? All that stuff. I get this every single day. So finally I'm able to make a video about it so I can just be like, check out the video because like I'm tired of repeating myself. I'm a live streamer on YouNow. If you don't know what that is, I'm going to link it down below and I'll show you my page right here or something. I have about 103,000 fans on there right now and I've been broadcasting for about a year. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I got started, what I do to get views, how I maintain views, and all that stuff that will hopefully be helpful to you because it was helpful for me when I started. And this advice could probably help for you from any other live streaming app or whatever. I broadcasted from other apps too, and these tips have helped me there as well. Very first thing that I always tell people is make sure you have good internet. Good Wi-Fi indoors or outside, make sure you have good connection because no one wants to watch a broadcast if you're lagging every 5-10 seconds and like, you know, you can't hear what they're saying, you can't see anything, it's blurry, you just, you know, can't see or hear anything. I don't even broadcast at all if I don't have good connection because I don't want to hear, oh, I can't see you, I can't hear you, is it lagging for you? That's all the comments are and it's really annoying and boring. And 2, make sure you have a good camera, webcam, whatever. For starters, iPhones are very good, or I don't know about any other phones, but I know iPhone camera is very good. I use a MacBook Pro as well, and the camera on there is pretty decent, but I actually have been starting to use a webcam. It's a Logitech 1080p something, I don't exactly know what it's called, but once I started using this, I never ever wanted to go back to just using my laptop. When you start off broadcasting, your very first broadcast, it's probably going to be really awkward. When I first started, I started broadcasting from my phone, and it was like a long time, like a year ago, and it was so awkward. I just was looking at my phone and it's like, saw no one was there, and yes, you're gonna have to accept that you're probably not gonna get that many views in your first go unless you're known somewhere else or you have something insane that you're doing. When I first started, I just kept talking and talking. I was really shy at the time. YouNow has actually built my confidence like a lot, but I was insanely shy and I didn't know what to say. I was like, what am I doing? Like, why did I go live on this app? Like, are you okay? So I just started talking about things that I did that day or things that I like doing or why I'm broadcasting, and other people started like a couple people came in, and then because I kept talking the whole time, people kept asking me questions and then I asked them questions. You have to be very interactive. Keep it going, keep it flowing. Don't ever just sit there, because especially when people just sit there and look at their phones, that's the worst. No one's gonna watch you if you're sitting there like this. People get so pissed off at me when I'm on my phone, so don't be on your phone. That's why it's good to maybe your first broadcast from a phone. Go in different hashtags. There are so many different hashtags on YouNow that you can go in if you have other talents. I personally don't have that many talents, but so I just go on hashtag girls. If you can sing, go in hashtag singing, dance, hashtag dance. You can draw, hashtag art. There's all different hashtags for different types of talents. If you want to cook, hashtag cooking, or just girls, whatever you want to do. If you're a good singer or you have a talent, that is a great start. That's a great starter to promote yourself and get noticed by other people. And even just if you want to have fun, you will get more views if you have something to show. I personally did it, so it took me a while to get started. So if you can sing or anything, you're pretty much off to a great start. Do that. Stick to that. Find something that you're really good at and make that your thing. But if you're like me and you're talentless, you have to think of other things and you need to be unique. Okay, so next tip. Okay, girls, if you are having a really hard time on this app, I understand. I feel you, because I know for guys it's a lot more difficult to be on. I mean, for guys it's a lot more easy to be on this app. There's a lot of girls watching, a lot of fangirls that like to watch boys and all that stuff, but for girls, we get the creepers and all that stuff. So this advice could help for girls or guys, really, but for girls especially, because it is harder on this app, to be a live streaming girl, it is harder. I've noticed that. You need to do something unique. Like, you need to stand out from everyone else, stand out from other broadcasters. Otherwise, people are just gonna, if you're just sitting there the whole time, not really doing much, it's gonna be harder to get views. So I started off being kind of boring and weird, but then I was like, okay, I'm not getting that many views. So I started asking, I was like, I even asked my viewers, what would you guys like me to do? And they, always ask your viewers what they want to see you do, because they always have great suggestions, and listen to them, talk to them, be interactive. A lot of people love challenges. Do challenges. I did a lot of challenges when I first started. It got me noticed, and I was doing stupid things. I dressed up as a guy sometimes and went in #guys. I did weird things that made me stand out. I dressed up as a pregnant lady, and I acted like a ratchet pregnant woman. And I just did random things all the time and challenges. Another thing you can do is, a lot of people like games. So if you can guest broadcast people. It's when you split the screen and have another person come on with you. That's a good starter, because, so it's not like you're talking to yourself, because I know when you first start off, it's like you're talking to yourself. It's really awkward. I've eventually gotten used to it, obviously, and it's like natural to me. But when I first started, I was like, this is weird. Like, I'm talking to myself. This is whack. So, guest broadcast with someone. Play games with them, talk to them, ask them questions. Or, just even play games with all your viewers. Like, buy a whiteboard or something. I bought a whiteboard, play a drawing game. Just be super interactive. There's tons of games you can play with other people too on that app. So this next tip kind of sounds like it would be really boring to do, but actually people love when I do things like this. Just show routines of things. Like, show how you do your makeup for girls or whatever. Show yourself cooking your food. People like things like that, and just gives them ideas for what they can do for themselves. They always ask me, what's your morning routine? Can you show that? What's your night routine? Things like I would show on a YouTube video, but I can do it in live stream. They also love house tours. I get asked to do a room tour or a house tour all the time. So just show around your house, or if you're comfortable with that, show around your house, show around your room, and just talk about things. People love that sort of thing. I was just broadcasting for like an hour, then I thought of another idea. So here's another tip I have for you is keep setting goals. Like, say, oh, at 1,000 likes, I'm going to be fanning 10 people. Make sure you're a fan of me first, so please become a fan, or something like that. Or maybe like fan people back at 1,000 fans. So it's like, when I get to 1,000 fans, I'm going to be fanning 10 people who comment hearts. Remind your fans to share your broadcast. Every share really does help you out. Now I'm going to tell you about what I do in a regular broadcast. I've been broadcasting in a bathtub. It sounds weird. It's a long story why I broadcast in the bathtub, but I do it now, and I think it pulls in a lot of people, and it gets them wondering, like, why are you in a bathtub? Like, what is this girl doing? What's she gonna do? And it has great lighting, first of all. I have a cool setup I can show you guys. Let's go to my bathtub right now. Hey guys, so I was editing my YouTube video from yesterday, and I realized I left a very big important tip out. So I wanted to go over that really quick, and I'm in the tub now. This is where I broadcast, and as you can see, I have like a little setup thing here where I have a little whiteboard where I play games. Yes, it is weird, and it's a weird concept, but it's like my thing, and people have gotten used to the idea, and they like that I broadcast in here, so I think it's pretty cool. If you want to grow your channel or your page or whatever, you need to be consistent. Consistency is key, major key. You need to broadcast all the time, at least I would say 4 to 5 times a week if you want to get anywhere. For starters, it's good to be consistent, and so people don't forget about you and all that. Like, I go on every single day at the same time. For schooling and stuff, maybe you want to go broadcast after school if you're in school, and for other people who are in school, they get off school and then they go home and maybe watch you. Just find a good time that works for you and go on every day at that time if you can. That's what I do, and that's what I find helped me out the most. So try to do that, keep up with it. I stopped broadcasting for like 4 or 5 months, and I didn't lose fans, but I lost concurrent views. Like, it basically felt like I had to restart. So don't take huge breaks. You can take breaks for a couple weeks or something like that, but don't take month-long breaks and expect to come back and start just where you were at unless you're already big. Thank you so much for watching this video. If any of these tips helped you at all, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And please, if you have any questions about anything I just said, or you have any questions about anything I didn't mention, please leave it in the comments and I'll try to get to you and answer you as best as I can. But thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped you out, and I will see you next video. Bye!